Well, it's time for Love is Blind Season 8 weddings, so let's get started with my predictions for Dave and Lauren.
Good. Too soon.
Okay, sorry.
What's going on, you guys? James here, and today I'm so excited to get into all of my unfiltered predictions for Love is Blind Season 8's weddings. That's right, episode 13, which we will be recapping and reviewing right here on the channel, debuts tomorrow on Friday, and I haven't watched it yet, so I'm giving you my honest predictions. Will I go 3 for 3? Probably not, but I will get close, hopefully. Maybe not, still, I don't know, I'm not very confident, but I'm confident we're going to have fun. So if you don't want to miss out on tomorrow's recap and review and the reunion recap, which is Sunday night, hit the big red button below, subscribe to the channel, tap on that bell, like this video, and get loud in the comments below. I need to know, you guys, am I on base, am I off base? Do you agree with me, or do you think I'm, wow, I am totally wrong? And I could be, seriously, but that's what makes this fun. So just to catch you up a little bit, technically, yes, during episode 12 last week, we got a little sneak peek into Ben and Sarah's wedding ceremony, but we were left on a cliffhanger ending with them both at the altar. So let's start with Ben and Sarah. The officiant, of course, says everything, and he's just like, now it's time to see if love is truly blind, sight unseen, all those buzzwords, and the Lacheys are in the background like, yes, yes. But the officiant asks Sarah first, Sarah, do you take Ben to be your husband? Dramatic music, and then fade to black for next week. But what do I think Sarah will say? Well, she should say no, but I think she's gonna say yes, you guys. They're playing it up as if she's gonna say no, but I'll be honest, I think she says yes because she's proven all season long up to this point that she's contradicting herself. She says, I can't be with the man who doesn't believe in what I believe in, and you better know about George Floyd, but instead, she goes with Ben, who was like, I didn't even know George Floyd happened. And it's like, bro, it happened in your backyard. So it's like, why should we go against the grain now? You know, I think she's going to go through with it and she will say yes. Now, if she says yes, which I think she will say, what will Ben say? Up to this point in Season 8, Ben has been what we call Mr. Compromise, and not in a healthy way. And we talked about it in the comments before, you guys. They are not equally yoked, and he was looking for somebody like that. He's like, I want to bring her to church, have a family and stuff, and she's not necessarily vibing with all of that. At least she says it in the testimonial interviews, and then she says it differently in front of him. So I think once Ben hears Sarah say yes, he's going to also say yes. Come on, guys. This has to be the surest prediction I have, that Ben would say yes at the altar. So I believe we got at least our first married couple here, Ben and Sarah. However, at the reunion, which is Sunday night, you guys, I think we're going to learn that they are not together anymore. Not saying that I don't want them to be together anymore. I just don't necessarily think that once they get married, they're going to sit down and realize, oh, darn, we should have really hashed this out a lot earlier, and maybe we were not healthily compromising, and, you know, I'm not willing to submit to your view, Sarah, and Sarah's not willing to submit to his. And, hey, I think Sarah's sister and her partner are in Sarah's ear, so Sarah's thinking, I can't disappoint her. Boy, what is up with the sisters this season? Mamma mia. But okay, let's move on to the next engaged couple, and that is Joey and Monica, the golden retrievers of Season 8. Until we got a little glimpse at Monica putting her foot down and saying like, don't mess with me, like I'm a golden doodle. You know, I don't even know what that means, but I think that the officiant is gonna get them together, of course, and then Joey's gonna walk up with that big old grin, and then Monica's gonna be crying and everything. Joey is gonna be asked first, I think, and I believe he will say yes. Now you're probably thinking, guys, no, he's not gonna say yes. He's still very unsure, like Monica talked about. But I think that was more for the dramatics than anything. You remember on their final dinner date, Monica brought up like, you know, I wish you could just like lightly touch my knee and just, you know, be 100% all the way in. I think Joey is trying for that, but genuinely. So I do think that he will say yes at the altar, and then Monica's going to be asked next. They're probably going to build more drama around her based on what we literally just talked about, because when she did say she needed more from Joey, maybe they play that clip or something as she's getting to her decision. But ultimately, I had a tough time with this one, but I do think Monica will say yes. And now you're thinking, oh my gosh, well, James, two married couples in a row? Yeah, because they save the drama for the end. Usually. or in the middle. So is there a good chance that Monica will say no? Actually, I think there's a higher chance Monica will say no than Joey. You know, I think it's like a 80-20 situation. I was trying to do the math in my head. Y'all saw the numbers going. But yeah, I do think both of them will say yes. And at the reunion, I think that they would still be together. Alrighty, guys. So now with the toughest couple and toughest wedding to predict. Literally, they're back and forth. And I mean, yes, Devin and Virginia is who we're talking about. Devin signed the prenup. Virginia's oh so happy. She picked her first choice with her wedding dress, and Devin's looking like he's coming straight from the 8th grade prom. But at the altar, I think this is going to be maybe the last ceremony they show, or they send us off on a nice note with Daniel and Taylor. But I think that this wedding is going to be the most dramatic of them all. The officiant will turn to Virginia first, I believe, and ask her, do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband? And she can't reply, thank you, to this one. She's got to give an answer, I do or I don't. Well, I think due to Devin finally signing the prenup papers, I think in her mind she's leaning towards yes. However, you gotta imagine she's also thinking about the times where they tried to have more serious, substantial conversations, especially around politics and social issues. But in my opinion, Virginia was really hung up on the prenup. And because it happens right before their wedding day, well, I think Virginia is going to be swayed to say yes. Now, when it comes to Devin, well, he'll be asked next, of course, and he's going to take some time to think. His sister and brother-in-law are going to be in the front row like, I see you, baby bro. I see you, brother-in-law. You better watch out. Don't say yes. It's remember the prenup. Remember, like, they're going to play into his decision here, of course, but I also think when it comes to politics, I think that plays into it as well. Devin didn't seem very keen on Virginia's comments around that, and I still don't think Devin is confident about this prenup. Even though he signed it, I don't necessarily know if he believes and buys into it. So, with all that being said, Devin at the altar, I believe, will say no. I know up to this point I was giving yeses to everybody, but Devin, I think Devin says no here, guys, and this is our first non-matched wedding of the season. I know in years past we've had maybe at most 2 weddings, or at least I should say in recent memory we've had about 2 weddings during the finale, but I think this season we could shape up for more. It just does not feel like we're going 4 for 4 this season, y'all. I think Devin and Virginia do not make it all the way because Devin's got a lot of reservations still that he's hung up on. But hey, I know Virginia's going to keep the jersey and the basketball because why not? Alrighty, you guys. So let's move on to the 4th and final couple that we have, and that's Daniel and Taylor. This is the golden couple that Love is Blind has, well, given us this season. They're the ones that have been showcased the most in like a positive light, but also they seem like they've worked through their differences in a healthy way, right? This has gotta be the easiest prediction of this video. Daniel's gonna get asked first, and he's going to say yes. Then it's going to go to Taylor, and Taylor's like, well, is there a red flag? Oh no, that's right, he didn't follow me on Instagram. Okay, yeah, I'll say yes. And I believe that they will get married as well. It just feels like they are going to be the final ceremony because they want to end on a good note until they tease the reunion where there's a lot of mess, I'm sure. That's about to be out on display, especially if Dave and Lauren are there with Molly. Oh, and Madison. Oh gosh, Alex too. But we're covering that, I promise. So, just to recap, my predictions are that Joey and Monica get married, Ben and Sara get married, so do Daniel and Taylor, so that's 3 weddings, but I believe the couple that will not get married, that strikes out here, is Devin and Virginia. I'm wondering if I'm correct. I know I want to see if y'all are correct too, so I need your predictions down below in the comments. And again, guys, I can't wait to cover and recap episode 13, the finale for season 8 of Love is Blind, Friday morning. So if you don't want to miss out, hit the big red button below, subscribe to the channel, and tap on that bell, y'all. Also, share this with your friends because we got a lot to talk about. I have a funny feeling you guys are all going to be very upset at the headline for this video, but trust me, it's spoiler free because I haven't watched the finale yet. It's just a weddings prediction video. Happens every season, I know. Alrighty, y'all. Well, there you go. There you have it, my predictions. Thanks so much for watching. God bless you guys, and I'll catch you at the next screening.